It's halftime out in San Antonio with a great one going on there. Glad to have you with us. San Antonio on top against Oklahoma City. A strong beginning to the season. They've wasted no time in getting off on the right foot. Certainly an impressive start by Manu Ginobili. He's up to 9 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. And it was a good first half as well for the Thunder. They're gunning from distance. The three-pointer's been their prime weapon. Excellent output from Kevin Durant in this one. Always a threat to go off in any given game, and he hasn't disappointed. And now let's look at the game scheduled for later. For the Knicks, they'll be up against the Nets.
Visitors travel on foot and by boat along the gorgeous Riverwalk here in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome back, everyone.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 16 points, and he's been able to sink a pair of three balls as well.
That could be key for him. He doesn't need to hit a bunch of them, but just a couple or three from long range. That'll open up the game for him.
San Antonio leading. And at the 2 and 3, Manu and Leonard. Boris Diaw is out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Duncan rejected by Perkins. Durant for three. That is good. Durant's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Thunder.
Well, what you love about Kevin Martin is just the efficiency offensively. He makes a lot of three-pointers, and he gets to the line at will. He's quick, and he develops angles on his drives where he draws a lot of contact, forcing the officials to call fouls.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, the unselfish culture of the San Antonio Spurs is much admired, but not often replicated around the league. Coach Popovich explained what he thinks has been a big part of it, saying, quote, "I'm very fortunate in that I didn't have to deal with a star's ego. I dealt with grown-ups who had character and values, that sort of thing. Timmy came along. David Robinson understood his talent, made it very easy for Tim to become the go-to guy. As Tim got older, he understood the value of Manu and Tony and was able to share that spotlight with them. I never had a talk. I never had a discussion, a meeting, or anything with any of those guys about that. We just did it. And it's because of their character that we were able to do it. Kevin, tremendous guys, all three."
Once again, that unselfishness and lack of ego, Doris, so impressive. And going back to what you said about Kevin Martin, Steve, 2 seasons ago, he was third in the league in three-pointers made. And Clark, he was first in the league in free throws made. What in the world's happened to this guy?
Yeah, that's the most unusual combination you'll see statistically, I think, Kevin. You don't get fouled much when you're shooting from the outside, but he has a tremendous knack when he's healthy and at his best for getting into the paint and drawing fouls, too.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Outside for Durant. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Leonard and the powerful one-handed slam.
Now we're cooking with gas, partner. My goodness.
A breathtaking display of aerial supremacy, no doubt.
It's almost unfair, guys. I mean, when you can get up that high, that's crazy. A very encouraging start to Leonard's career, Kevin. He's a tough defender, an excellent rebounder, and his offensive game expanded pretty quickly his rookie season as well.
I expect his offense to continue growing, too. His huge hands help him in that regard, Steve. Great nose for the ball, high rate of steals, an expert at stripping it away.
Well, it's interesting. This Oklahoma City team has gotten better and better. And now it's to the point where every year the expectations are for the Thunder to pretty much get out of the West and maybe win the championship. Not easy to play with that kind of burden.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And there's the feed to Duncan. Kicks it out to Ginobili. This one for three. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Leonard. Rejected by Martin. From downtown. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Last season, though, when you talk about expectations, the Thunders have to be pleased with what they were able to accomplish.
And Kevin, you know, the way the Thunder played in the postseason, it was obvious that the expectations didn't bother them at all.
And while I'm sure there's some disappointment that they weren't able to win at all, losing to the Heat in 5 in a series where Oklahoma City was actually favored.
Yeah.
I think in the big picture, you have to appreciate how far they've come in such a short time.
Yep.
The future, obviously, very bright in OKC.
Shot's good by Durant.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Parker dishes to Leonard. Kicks it to Duncan. He's against Collison. And Diaw kicks to Duncan. And that one's good. Duncan's got 6.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
That's good.
He's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
Spurs leading by 3. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Passes it to Duncan. Parker shoots, and the Spurs scoring again.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
What a half they're having from beyond the arc. It's getting ridiculous.
And there's no reason they shouldn't keep attacking from out there. I mean, they've got it going on in a big way now.
Diaw, the screen. Parker passes to Duncan. Over Collison. No good from Duncan. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
Well, we all know about Tim Duncan's abilities as a player. You know, the post scoring, the passing, the defensive abilities. But I think one of his best traits has been the quiet leadership that he has provided for this Spurs team over the years.
It's Ginobili outside, and the shot is good. Ginobili's got 14 points.
Nice teamwork there. The pick, freeing up his teammate.
Durant, no good. Steve, going back to Duncan, you're talking about him and that leadership and what it's meant for that franchise, for that Spurs team. Clark, such a big part of their success.
Well, he plays the game unselfishly. He is a terrific star, Hall of Fame player who doesn't see himself in that light. He produces, he leads his team, he's coachable, and he's come up big in big moments. He's done everything he could ask of a franchise player.
Durant off a pick from Collison. Durant dishes to Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
And Diaw kicks to Duncan. And Westbrook pulls it down.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Durant, that's good.
Another 3 goes down, guys.
Yeah, you got to get up into him defensively. I mean, you got to put pressure on guys and make them put the ball on the floor.
Good if it goes, and that's not going to go. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. Live from the AT&T Center. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Who's at the Sprite uncontainable game in this one? Well, let's send it out to our Doris Burke. Doris?
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Spurs put together, they get the Uncontainable Game Award. They closed out the first half with an incredible effort, and that second quarter surge looks to be the difference for them as they head to the fourth with a lead.
Thanks, Doris. And guys, when you can put together that sort of streak that builds the momentum in a big way for your team, it's something.
Always, Kevin. I mean, it's impossible for a stretch like that not to influence the outcome of the game.
You know, when you're on the wrong side of a run like that, there's not a whole lot you can do. We'll see soon enough if that's indeed what makes the difference today.
So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. You've got Jeremy Lamb. Cephalosha is out there with Durant. Then there's Perkins, and it's Jackson in the point guard. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for James Anderson. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patrick Mills. And Lamb slams it home.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Parker passes to Jackson. For three. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Ibaka, he's guarded by Diaw. Perkins kicks to Westbrook. Jams it with authority.
What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man.
Oh, Clark, he gets up so quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah, like a pogo stick.
Oh, my gosh. Not a lot of point guards in the league can jam like he can.
That's for sure.
And he's able to finish, guys, amongst all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism.
Duncan left side. Fades back. Rebounded by Lamb. The Thunder leading by 4. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Parker. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Feeds it to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Westbrook. Over Parker. Dishes it to Lamb. Jacks up a 3. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
You know, that Atlanta game has a lot of attention on it.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Martin comes in for Lamb. Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Diaw dishes to Ginobili. And that one's good.
Yeah, and he's been a player who always saves his best for last, Kevin. Absolutely thrives under pressure. And, you know, when some guys back down with the game coming down to the wire, he seems to be the one to take it up a notch.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot. But he maintains a smooth approach to it all.
Parker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Duncan with the screen for Parker. He passes to Ginobili. Here's Diaw. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Boy, he's lighting it up from long range this half, really taking advantage of the defense.
Here's Ginobili. The 9-footer's on the mark. Ginobili's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It's been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Perkins is checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Westbrook kicks to Perkins. Ibaka right side. Durant. Good. Durant's got 42 in the game.
He's been so valuable for this team with plays like that one.
Knocks it loose. Parker with it. Westbrook picks him up. 17-foot shot on the way. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside Durant. The rebound by the Spurs. Diaw's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Parker. But they recover it.
Now, second chance points are going to be key. They've got to keep this team off the board.
And, Steve, any slip-ups boxing out can really cost you there.
Parker against Westbrook. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Got such a good feel for his shot today, in a really good groove.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to chalk it over. They trail by 8. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. And the Spurs making a change here. Leonard's checked in. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Parker. That's good. Parker's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Westbrook passes to Perkins. Martin. Ibaka dishes to Durant. Over Leonard. Again, the Thunder score.
He has taken over this game, guys. I don't know what else you can say about it.
He kicks it to Parker. Over Westbrook. And the Spurs scoring again.
He's showing some signs of life here in the second after having a very forgettable first half.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Now the dish to Perkins. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And the Thunder lead by 6. Spurs have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Parker against Westbrook. Ginobili with the 3. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
On the wing. Westbrook, no good. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Man, that's too bad. Easy shot there, and you got to knock that one down.
Well, that's a concentration cramp right there. I mean, just lost focus.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .24 seconds left in the fourth. Looking to get back on track here.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
Thunder shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. And that one's good. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now. Beautiful finesse move right there. I mean, you've got to love that finger roll finish.
And the Thunder with the possession here. And it's Martin missing. Here's Parker. Off the mark. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.